Minnesota has experienced some tragic and extreme threats to school safety over the last year. In reaction to this, Governor Walz has presented a new bill to Congress, which is currently in committee. Spectrum students are considering what this could mean for students and schools.
Unfortunately, it won't cover every scenario. So it has to be adaptive and it has to work around different possibilities.
And especially with just some increased violence in schools, specifically in Minnesota, I just think it's so important for people to be able to grow up and have that access to education that's so important.
Feeling safe and protected while at school is something that all students should experience.
School safety, to me, is if we don't have it, then we aren't truly valuing what we're learning here, and it should be the first priority when we're thinking about education, because if the education can't happen in the first place because of threats, then we're not prioritizing the right thing.
It's really important to all of us to feel safe when we're coming to school. All of these families trust that the school is going to protect their children.
I honestly think it doesn't really get to a point where it's too much, it's you can't really be too safe in that regard. And I also think just introducing new policies is a good way to meet needs that you see just as time goes on.
Students are who would be affected by this newly proposed legislation. Taking the suggestions, ideas, and fears of students into account could provide a perspective to legislators as they improve school safety.
I'd like if there was a dedicated school resource officer, because it would provide everyone with a sense of safety, and it's kind of similar to how we have police officers in the streets. It helps protect, and if we have that in the school, we'd feel much safer.
To just really be listening to people who have experienced that sort of thing firsthand and who also are in the scenario and know what's going to work, what might be really difficult, and what's going to be the most practical and accessible for students as well as adults.
Because you don't really know until it actually happens to you. So I feel like showing personal experiences would help.
As new school safety legislation is presented and considered, it is important to pay attention to the students who will be affected by new laws. This has been Michaela Taylor, Noise News.